we have the second leg of the All-Stakes Late Pick 5 at Churchill Downs on Saturday, June 4th. Race 8. This is the Arlington Stakes, the only graded event. Field of 6 older males going 1 mile and a 16th on the grass. And the number 1 admission office shows up here. First time gelding. This horse, even though he likes to run longer, he won the Louisville Handicap. He's only a total of 1 length away from being undefeated over the course in 3 tries. Neither of us are using. We actually have full agreement in this race.
Yeah, look, it's an interesting race. I mean, it was just 6 horses. It's going to be interesting how the pace plays out up front. You got a couple horses that want to go. Admission office coming off this long layoff is kind of tough to figure out what to do with. Lynch, very good off the layoff, 28%. So, and they also gelded this horse, which I thought was interesting. But this horse is going to come from way back in this pack. I'm not sure that that's going to be the best place to be when you're kind of figuring out how to run here. I felt like there were better places to end up, and I don't love the price at 3-1, which I do think is probably around what you're going to get there. My top pick was the 2-horse Floriform. This is a 4-year-old second off the layoff, who I think has a shot at taking a monster step forward. Faced Cheryl Spite and Get Smokin' 2 back, and that was kind of the kickoff to that 4-year-old season. Ends up running third to Get Smokin', who's the other horse I'm going to use in here, spoiler alert. And then comes up and takes what I believe is a kind of a step forward. Cellist came back to win, I believe, a graded stakes at Churchill off of that Keeneland allowance, and now you have Floriform, who I think is going to be able to take a step forward here, second off. The layoff is a 4-year-old a little later in the season, and if Floriform is able to take a step forward and get that trip I expect, because I kind of think we're going to be 2x2x2 here, he's going to be in that second pack. If he's going to be in that second pack, and I think if he gets the right trip and is able to get loose, he's going to be tough to beat coming into the lane.
This was not my top pick here, but I definitely love Floriform, and you're right. The Cellist won the Grade 3 Louisville Stakes here last weekend, which is race admission office has won in the past. And trainer Bill Mott, he's really good at keeping them good with horses that won their last race. He repeats at 29%. That's crazy. So along with that, you're getting Mike's favorite Kentucky jockey, Tyler Gaffalione, in the saddle. My top pick, it's my boy. The 4 Get Smokin'. He's been my boy ever since he wired the Hill Prince back in 2020. This horse is fast. Nearly wired the Grade 3 Tampa Bay Stakes, and you talked about Cheryl Spite, caught him and beat him. Cheryl Spite then won the Maker's Mark Mile, which is a Grade 1 race at Keeneland next race. So that was great. We have Floriform flattering him, Cellist flattering both of them. So everything's looking good. L'Imperador was in that race. I don't know if you remember that. He was 10th, had a terrible trip, goes to the Grade 2 Fort Marcy and wins that. So between the 2 and the 4, all systems are go for these 2 horses. Is there anybody else that you want to talk about? I mean, neither of us are using the 5 Field Pass, and he's the 5-2 morning line favorite.
I mean, the 5 was my third horse in. I just don't know how this horse is going to be able to win. I can't make up the trip in my mind that is the right one for this horse to get home. And then on top of that, you have Santana, who's riding, who I have talked about. I don't love on the turf. And then I don't really like, again, I don't want to have the favorite in this spot. This is one of those spots where I think if you play too many favorites, you're in trouble, because this could chalk out. I mean, if you have the 3-5 shot in the first race, we have a couple of pretty short priced horses later. I just don't want to use a favorite that I don't like at all here, and that's the 5 Field Pass. So I thought the 2 and the 4 made the most sense to move through it.
Yeah, I'm with you. The 5 and the 6, Grace Fable, to me both. I thought if they were going to win this race, they kind of needed to be lone speed and get comfortable. Neither of them are as fast as Get Smokin', and if they go with him, it's suicide. So if nobody goes with Get Smokin', I think he wires. That's why he's my top pick. If someone pushes him, I'm with you. Floriform should be right there to pick up the pieces.